Hey guys, it's Sharon with Little Britain Company. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so I do have another Ollie's haul, and once again, it is pretty massive. I went to 4 different Ollies. I went to the one in Raleigh, Cary, North Carolina. We went back to Greenville, and I went to my Rocky Mount store, and got some amazing things. And I will say the only reason really I can continue to buy in this volume is because the prices are so low and we are getting such amazing stuff. So I'm excited to show you what I got today. I'm going to show you based on the store that I was at, and I will say I will tell you what stores still have a lot and what stores are pretty much out at the moment. But I talked to some district managers who said to me, this stuff is going to keep rolling in. So you just have to kind of keep going because it's going to keep coming at least for a little bit. So most of the people that I talked to, district managers and managers of stores, said to me they're really getting things in every truck, which comes in once a week. So, whether or not they can get it out right away, that's a little different story. But okay, so all of this came from, this was the Raleigh store. So I am going to start at the top and hopefully make some magic here. And some of it was for school. So that's kind of a, that's my 2 different pots of money, stuff that I spend on school and stuff that I spend on, I did pick up this great thing of colored paper clips. I will say, I think these are all pretty small except for the really pretty green ones. This was probably the most expensive thing I bought, but at $4.99, I'll split these paper clips between school and some of my crafting. So honestly, we're always running out of paper clips at school. It's just kind of crazy. Another school item that I picked up are these erasable highlighters. I've never tried them. Have you guys ever tried them? If you have, let me know. I would love your what do you think about them? But you're supposed to be able to erase them. So I thought these would be great to give a try because there are times when, especially when I'm working in a planner, in my school planners, that I highlight something and realize, oh, that's not what I wanted to, that's no longer pertinent. Not that it's not what I wanted to do, but it's no longer pertinent. Dates change and things change. So anyway, I thought those were cool, but they were $2.99. I'm putting the school stuff over here. Keeping with the school stuff. Well, these aren't necessarily school, although I probably need some file folders at the moment. I thought these were very cool. Y'all know how much I love doing different things with file folders. I love it when I have some different choices. I usually put something over the top of them, but I do like to be able to see some of this stuff peeking out. So this one has these nice gold rimmed labels. I love it when I can get those. And then it has this stripe. Let's see what we got here. So we've got this kind of cool, like denim look to it. Things to do after coffee. This for me should be after soda. I don't drink coffee, but I like my soda. And I love the inside of that. That is super nice. Brilliant ideas. I may have to keep that. I like the idea of having this brilliant ideas one. But this is really nice. And these are very, honestly, there is a difference between quality of file folders. Some of them are just super thin and they just, they're just not fun to handle. So these are really nice. And again, that's the same inside. And then world dominating plans. I think this is really fun. So I really like the stripes. And of course, on the back side, you don't have any of the writing. So, and then you have plenty of labels, which I believe are sticky. Are they? Are they stickers? Yes, they are. All right, so you've got the labels that can stick on, but I like the gold labels, and because you get a lot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get 10, so you have a few extras. I don't mind extras. That was $2.99. So I may actually take that one to school. This was quite a find-ish. So sorry, yeah, some of this is, you know, there's certainly a bit of school stuff in here. This is by Schoolgirl. And this is clearly a little bit older. I wonder if there's a date on here somewhere. This is a Carson DeLosa. I don't see a date on here. What I did see when I looked at these, and I put them back, initially I put them back, I was like, they were just in terrible shape. Because the covers of both of these are truly just trashed. But the insides, look at that, that's sticking. Why is that sticking? What the heck? All right, it looks like something's gotten stuck on there. All right, I'll work with that one later. Which is actually okay. So I looked at these and then I kind of leafed through them because teacher and I had to. And I really like the layout on the inside. But I was like, well, you know, the cover is destroyed. Well, I can make a new cover. I know how to do that. So I'll use my cinch machine. I am disappointed that I didn't realize that something like glue, or I don't even know what got on this thing, got to it. But I'm going to cut it into it anyway. So that goes with the school things. I bought 2 of them. This one is more free-flowing. Once I cut the pages loose, I'll use my cinch to cut into them, and I think I have enough room along here. It'll be close, but I will still get a full planner out of it. And again, I really like this planner. I think it's a really nice, if you're a teacher, I think this is really nice. So I thought I would go ahead and just create 2 of these. Honestly, you need one every year. So, but again, this was just not in the best of shape. I'll throw these away, and I just have to rebuild a cover for this. But at $2.99 a piece, planners are expensive. Planners are expensive. Let's see if I have anything else. Yes, this. I opened this because I just couldn't not. I had to look through it. This is Story Starters Research. And although I work with middle schoolers, I do STEM. And so I kind of went through here to see if there was anything STEM related. And there are quite a few things in here that are STEM related. So I was excited to get that. Honestly, this is, you know, I want my students to be able to research and invent and think critically. And so that was a great one. Was there anything else in here that was, I don't know yet. We'll see in a minute. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so I did buy something food related, which I normally don't do. But I love key lime, and this is the cheesecake dessert mix. Just add cream cheese and whipped topping. So you use 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese softened, 1 8-ounce container of whipped topping thawed, and I guess they're talking about maybe Cool Whip. And then I can get a gluten-free graham cracker crust. I honestly was not sure if I'd ever be able to have key lime pie again. And I'm excited to try this. I hope it's good. I only bought 1, you know, because I don't need to be eating a whole lot of pie. But I thought it'd be fun to try, and maybe I can still find it. I am finding that there are a lot of the things that we're getting that are still sold in regular stores. Keeping with the food-ish theme, so I went ahead. This was just such a great price. This is beautiful Sweet Tooth Fairy sanding sugar for when we're doing Christmas cookies, you know, or other cookies. Usually I don't bake a lot of cookies unless it's Christmas, but it's just such good quality, and it's sanding sugar. It'll be good pretty much forever. So picked up that one. And then I picked up these disposable decorating bags. And you get, how many do you get in here? 100. You get 100 decorating bags in here. I assume you get some tips. What's in it? Use these decorating bags for more than just icing, shape meringue, whipped cream, fill donuts and cupcakes, form cream puffs, eclairs and ladyfingers, fill savory foods such as deviled eggs, whipped butter, and twice-baked potatoes. This coupler comes with 2 parts, a base and a ring. Okay. Yeah. So it's pretty simple. You just use the coupler here. I didn't actually buy this for me though. I bought this for Little Brit because he likes to cook. And I was thinking, he sometimes likes to be, especially when, he likes to cook and he loves making charcuterie trays. And I thought this might be really nice for him to use for some of his cooking endeavors. Okay. So anything else for the kitchen? Yes. 2 more things for the kitchen. You can see I kind of am whittling away pretty quickly with this one. This particular store had some things and shocked me with some things. I picked this up and I didn't pick it up to cook with. This was $1.99. The 100 bags, decorating bags, that was $1.99. They had quite a few of the decorating bags. They have a ton of this, a ton of the sugars. They have a lot. And they have some things from, well, no, this one. This was the first time I went to the Raleigh store. But that's why, you know, this is how I'm finding out that there's a lot more coming. Over this. So I had seen this once before and I had walked away from it because I'm like, oh, I'm not, you know, I don't need that. I'm not going to do the cookie decorating or those things. And then I realized, well, that was silly because this is a wonderful small turntable that I could really use. So I went ahead and picked up this cute little turntable. I think I have some really good uses for this, but I didn't want to walk away when it was such a good deal. And if you are a cookie decorator, this is fantastic. I mean, it is. It's good quality. I love that it's got the mat on top that will hold the piece in place. I'm not even going to put it back in its box because I know I want to set it out. And for $1.99, I did not check the prices on these, but I've started to look for these online, and I'm finding that quite a bit of what we're buying is still perfectly available right now from other stores at a much, much higher price. Someone I saw found a chomper. Can you believe it? The chompers for like $1. I think I even saw somebody with this one. And I did not pay $1 for that. So yeah, I saw somebody with get a couple of different chompers. And then today at Michael's, I saw they were selling it originally for $44.99. They have it on a half price sale for $22 something. And yeah, I'd rather hold out and see if I can get it for the dollar for the dollar. Okay, and then I think this isn't really food item, but kind of falls in there. I found it in the food section. This is this party prep cupcake kit, and I thought these little bottles would be so adorable for New Year's Eve. And by the time New Year's Eve comes around, I'm not going to find those. I will break this down so I don't need the giant this big old box. So I'll break these back down again. They're like, they're cupcake toppers, but they don't have to be. You can just snip off the toothpick and put them out on a table or something. Really cute. I also thought that these cupcake liners are really nice, and I sometimes use cupcake liners when I'm working on my rosettes. And I need to do some of those sometime soon. I haven't done a rosette for a little bit, so I really need to work on some rosettes soon. Okay, I think that is everything that is food related or food-ish. Food-ish. I'm going to go ahead and show you the big thing instead of waiting till the end. Oh, I forgot a school thing. Sorry, this is a little bit of party garland just to go up. I thought it was cute and would be nice at school. This was an incredible find. Let me push that out a little bit more. I was so excited to find this. So it's another punch board. This is the second punch board I found. I haven't found some of the ones that I'm really looking for. I would love to find some of the tools. I know there are people finding them. A lot of people in Georgia and Texas seem to be finding more tools. But I think they're coming. I think that I just need to be patient. So you can make the pennant, the flag, and the crest, and you can make them in different sizes. So I'm super excited to kind of try this out to make some of those in different sizes. So this is going to be fun to play with. Have any of you guys, do any of you have this? I'd be real interested. So this was, yeah, that was a really fun find. Let me put that over here for a minute. I'm going to start stacking stuff out of the way. Holy schmoly. Let's see what else I found. Let me show you this one because it broke open in the box. But this is Skinny Chalk, and it's an EK Tools, which, you know, of course, is a great brand. It's a refill pack. That's interesting. I mean, there must be a little holder for it somewhere that you can buy. But it is indeed very skinny chalk. And I use chalk tags for my prices and things. And I thought this would be a great thing to have around to make my my prices. Because sometimes they get a little bulky. I can't get like the really fine writing on them. I think that's going to help a lot. So that was fun. This was expensive. This was a Heidi swap. I thought $2.99 was kind of expensive, but I seriously wanted these little clips. I thought they were adorable, and so I went ahead and bit the bullet and bought one for $2.99. And then you get the rings. I believe there's 2 different size rings in there. So there should be 7. There's 8 of those, so there's only going to be 6 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 8 of these rings and 4 of these little clips. But I just thought those were really cute, and I had some ideas for those. And I'm sure I can find uses for the rings. I mean, how can we not find uses for the rings? Here's something fun. So much in front of me. So I have not, so I know that I've seen several different people who have found the foil quill, the pen, and I thought that because I've seen people find it, I would go ahead and buy one of these just in case I find it, and then I'll have the adapters, and we'll see. And if I don't, oh, I didn't realize, I didn't pay any attention. I thought it was a separate pen, so I guess I haven't seen. Oh, well, that was silly. Adapters for, well, it works with Cricut. Oh, well, then this is golden. We got a Cricut machine. All right, well, that's really good to know. Let's see, ABC. So the C piece works with your Cricut machine. I was completely wrong about this. I think that I was thinking about a different kit. So that's really exciting. But I don't need the other ones. So this is going to be really interesting to try. This is what we get for, you start to move really quickly because you can spend forever in these stores sometimes. And I run out of time. I was doing this after school Friday, running up to Raleigh, trying to get this done because I got out. I only had, my meeting lasted until noon, and after noon I was able to go. And actually, here's a funny story. Not that y'all really want my funny stories, but here's a funny story as we're looking at some of these. My son plays the trombone, and he plays a trigger trombone, which is more complicated than a regular trombone. And we found out Friday, because I had to run straight up to the high school to let the guy who fixes the instruments take a look at it, that the slide on his trombone is corroded, and to fix it would cost 3 times what it would cost to buy him a brand new trigger trombone. And the trigger trombone isn't cheap to begin with. We are not talking about just a couple $100. He said, you know, we just have to keep it clean for right now. I don't know. Do you think I could start a GoFundMe to buy him a new trigger trombone? Right now, we'll just keep it clean and watch Facebook and hope that the marketplace comes up with something good. Okay, so I bought these upholstery nails, and I've got to say, I mean, I just think they are so, I don't know if I can get, see, let me zoom in on these so maybe you can get a really good look at what these really look like. They are just so cool. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I was thinking about like what I sometimes do with tacks, snipping part of it off and then using that. That would definitely require some specialty glue for it to attach, but it was just cool. So I thought, I'm going to get that. I think this was 50 cents. So great deal. Okay. So I found these, and it was funny because I had gone through the aisle probably 3 times before I saw these. And I was thinking I wasn't really finding much. And then clearly I found a lot. I found a lot for school. And for Little Brit at this one. I found a little bit more than that than some of the craft items. But this was very exciting to find the tag makers. You have 3 sizes of your squares in here. That was super exciting. That was super exciting. For $1.29. So even though I don't have the tag, this little thing, I intend to use this. I'm assuming that I can use this with my Big Shot. So I bought that one and this one, which is, yep. So this one actually has no information on it, which was kind of weird. Again, it was $1.29. This was made in 2006, so these are older. These are definitely older. But I really hope that I'm right, that I can run these through. Is that right? Or am I wrong? I thought these were more die cut like, but I think I'm wrong. Just like the other one. You know, it happens. Sometimes I'm actually wrong. You just never know. Let me see what this does. Okay, well, that's interesting. Oh, I'm so wrong. Okay. So your tag fits in here, and then it actually creates a rim around the tag. I really did not know that. So that's the same for this one, and you get the 3 sizes, which is why you get so many. So you get 12 of those, and then this helps you that you punch that out, and so that'll show you how big your tag has to be. So that's your tracing. I mean, that's actually really cool. Now I wish I had bought more. Luckily, I was feeling stingy and I was not buying a whole lot of everything. I was just like, let's just get one. To be fair, it was right after I found out about the trigger trombone. Sorry. That is actually super cool. I'm excited about that. Even more so than I was. I thought it was dies. And I thought, oh, how cool, because you can put like a number of them on and run it through your machine and you'll have all the dies come in at once. That is clearly not what this is. However, this is super cool. And I don't think, I see that they have the little, almost like it looks almost like a button maker. I don't remember ever seeing that before, maybe. But I don't think this would be difficult just to use a pair of pliers and you're just bending it down. That's what it looks like to me. So that'll be fun. Again, I do wish that I bought more because that's going to be quite fancy. And then I got some big ones. So now that I know what I'm doing with them, so these are the rims, and so these are the large. You get 12 of them, so I'll be able to make 12 fancy steel-rimmed tags. Okay. There's my second little 50-cent one here. I bought another one of these. I just really like these, and they're fine. They're proving very useful. I like the white, and of course you do get some nice oh good gracious, index cards, and I really like these. I like these tabs. I think they're really cool. We're not done. All right, so Little Brick came in for a minute. All right, so this was, I want to say this was $1, because they couldn't find a price. So anything that didn't have a price pretty much was coming out at $1. This was a good find, and they had a lot of these tiny American Craft Farmstead Harvest. They're tiny ink pads, but I thought they were kind of cute, and I like the colors on them. So super fun. So I thought that was nice. I could try, try a little bit of that. This was fun. Amy Tangerine Thickers. So this is really fun. So you love, or love this. No, love This Happened. I had to figure this out earlier. The XO, Darling, Cherish, Seriously, Wonder, Here We Go, To Be Continued. So those were kind of fun. And again, I just bought one because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I like it, but they're very big. These are quite big. So that will be working with something big. So this is the foil quill that goes with the machine. And again, this works with your Cricut. It's heat activated foil. So I'm going to have to really put some time into this, or I might see if there's something else I can do with it. But they had, oh my goodness, they had a ton of this. So this was fun. And again, I got one. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. One is a gracious plenty, and this was $1. So the foil quill, the attachment, that was $1. And yeah, leaving that on. This was $1. Okay. So I love these EK tools. No, this was not $1. This was $4. Oh, that actually is a surprise. I just wasn't paying attention. I was in a hurry. So this was basically $5. I should have paid closer attention. That's where my surprise 5 was. I didn't realize this was going to be 5. Oh, that's funny. But I did buy this one. I'm discovering all sorts of things right with you guys. So I thought this would be really cute on top of, like, with, if do it in white and put it on top of a cupcake, do it in pink, do it in some other colors, and make it the topper for hot cocoa. So that's really what I was thinking with this particular punch, that would make some really cute things. But honestly, I should have paid closer attention. Should be paying attention to prices better. Okay, this one I know was $1. These are these Slick Writers, quick dry ink for all slick surfaces. So that's going to be fun to try. I have some, some things at school. They're like the posters that have like the coating on them. So I'm hoping that works. I should put that with the school stuff. That doesn't go with school stuff. There we go. They had these Jolie's Hawaiian stickers, and I love Jolie's. And these are beautiful. They're beautifully made. There's a lot you can do with these, even with the lays. I love the little coconut. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be. You've got the tiki torches, and you've got these. But these came 3 to a pack. So I actually ended up with 3 of those. I'm discovering so many things here. They had the Jolies. These were nice. These came 1. So this was very interesting because these were 3 for $1, 3 packs. And these were singles. They weren't in packs. So, so I bought one because they're beautiful. And honestly, these normally sell for, I don't even know how much, $5 or $6 at least. For the Jolies, they're just so incredibly detailed that they're beautiful. And I just thought these were really, I particularly liked this one, the growing one. Let's see. I picked up some of these nice wooden pencils just because school. I'll add erasers to the top of those, but those are nice and dark, and I don't, I'm so weird. I don't like pencils that are too light. They drive me nuts. So another sticker. This was another really pretty one. Yeah. But again, I mean, this is really nice. This nice, beautiful embellishment, and you can even see like the little dots in here for the flower. But this was $1, so I think I just got one of those because for $1. Okay, these are Jolie's, but it's a Jolie's I don't think I've ever seen. Themed stickers, prickly bears, and I have to say, this is so stinking cute. And I'm not a big cactus fan. My daughter is. But these are just adorable. And these are again $1 per pack. They've got so much dimension to them. And so I think I bought 3 of these because these were not 3 to a pack. But I just thought they were so cute. I have no idea what I plan to do with them, but they're just too cute. So cute. I did buy this X-Acto. This is 12 inches by 3 inches, and it does not expand as far as I can tell. This was, again, a little bit more on the expensive side. This was $7.99. But I was thinking, it's X-Acto, and, I can't pass up some, quick things. I like the size of it. If I can, so often I just measure something out and I'm cutting along the line that I've already established. So to have something that's the full 12 inches, that's small. Does that make sense? That's not big, that I can put away in a smaller place. Let's take it out. Let's take it out. Let's take it out. Okay, so we got this. Let me get that one out. So yeah, there's no expansion here. I don't know. It's got 3 holes, but we don't really walk around with a 12-inch notebook of any kind. So I'm not, not crazy about the 12. Not crazy. It doesn't really matter, but I just think it's funny because to me it's not useful. So it does not go up or down. Let's see how well it cuts. Very, very smooth. So hopefully it'll stay sharpened. But yeah, I'm going to put that up here where that just slid right into the spot that I needed. It's really small. Perfect. And it's already put away. Let's see what we have left for this. Guys, this is just the first store. Okay, so I did find these Hallmark gift trim set. Let's open it. So you're supposed to have these cute little things going on in here. This really is cute. Okay, so you have these cute little reindeer tags. I like getting tags like this because it just makes things easy sometimes. Oh, okay. Happy holidays, joy, and Merry Christmas. I like those. And then you have these really pretty, let me get these snowflakes out of here. Snowflakes. And you get 3 of those. I think you get 3 snowflakes. These are really nice. They make a nice embellishment. And of course you have the twine, the baker's twine type. So those are cute. I only found 1 of these. I did not find more of these. I don't think this wasn't even $1. like 79 cents. Then they had these iron-on patches. Now, my store had iron-on patches, but they were not these glitter ones. And I thought these, which are 5 by, what are they, 5 by something, 3 3/4 by 5, that I think what I'm going to do with these, look how nice these are. Now, you can certainly use them as patches, but I was thinking these would be super cool on some smaller notebooks. I can just fold them over and iron them on, and I could probably even do, I'd probably do like that. But yeah, I was thinking that that would actually be really cool as the spine for a notebook. Not a big, huge one, but a decent size one. So that's what I got those for. See if I got anything else wrong that I thought. Okay, these are actually cutting dies. Yay! So I found these arrows, and I thought that was, you know, these were in their dollar section. It was indeed $1 for this die, and you get a bunch of different arrows, and I thought that was well worth it with the arrows. I found these are 12 of the little bags and 16 of the labels, and yeah, these are really cute little bags. This reminds me of, like, we used to get Halloween bags like this when I was young, many years ago, when I was trick-or-treating way back when. But these are super cute in your junk journals and, you know, so much. And the labels are really nice. Let me pull those labels out. These are nice. These are substantial, and they are sticky and kind of, yeah, they've got some real kind of weight to them. That's cool. Okay. So, and then I was so excited to see these because I had seen someone else haul these. I saw them and I said, oh my goodness, that'd be so fun to find these. These are from Smash, Kane Company. And honestly, guys, I'm going to keep this. Can you see? It's got that really lovely yellow grid to it. I'll find something to do with this one. So I'm going to pull out these staples before I cut myself. Let me pull out those staples. And here we go. So that's cool. Okay. So you get these little folders. I think you have 4 of the folders. These are so cool. Look at that. And so you got your month here that you can write information on, and it's a full little pocket for you to attach absolutely to your junk journals, but also to the new altered composition notebooks that I'm making. This would be great in those. I really, really like these. Places to go and see. You could put a different one of these and a different title for these in some of the different sections. That would be really cool. Okay. Yeah. These are exactly as exciting as I thought they would be. So really, really love these. And these were, again, they were $1. They were $1. Okay, so let's take a look. I'm going to swing the camera over. Just no, I'm not. It doesn't want to go anywhere. My camera does not want to move. All right, so this is Maggie Holmes Sunny Day 40 ephemera pieces. So let's take a look. Let's pull out something I haven't needed for a while, ever since I broke up with Temu. move these out of the way. It's over there. And we can zoom in just a little bit and I will show you. Now, if you don't want to see all of it, that is more than fine. You can just fast forward ahead because there's so much more to come. Okay, so I want to see what's in here. And this pack was $1. I will say I saw these. I believe I found more of these at the Carry store, but at the Carry store they were in packs of 3, so three sets of those. So oh, look how cute that is. Okay, so these are acetate. So I'm going to move the acetate out of the way. Vacay Vibes. I think these might be stickers. They really feel like they're stickers. Oh, that's really cool. Summertime. Falling in love with this place. Sunny and bright. These are super fun. So there's a tag. Collect memories. Relax and unplug. I mean, you can always look at the back of something, but I don't feel like you know really everything you're looking. You are a peach. I love that one. All right, that's cute. All right, the front of this actually says you get 7 acetate pieces. Let's see what else we have in here. Oh, you get her. She's cool. So, oh, that says Sunshine. That's acetate. Happy with you. Another flower like a cabbage. Oh, that's cool. You'll see that one. That's hard to see. Like people in a pool. So you get more tags. Let's go. It's pretty. You got an airplane. Every moment with you is my favorite. Sunshine on my mind. Got a little postcard. I like these tags. These tags are very cute. Sun-kissed. Sunshine. These are really, really nice. This is the life and ready for takeoff and sun and fun. Now you can keep those together, but also they look like they're perforated, so you can take those apart. So there's a lot of really cool stuff in there. That's very cool. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this away and get out the next batch. Okay, so this next one is just the Rocky Mountain. There was not a whole lot. I did get a couple of these. This is the Cricket Joy Smart Vinyl. They only had blue. I picked up one of these because, again, I thought the $2.99 was getting kind of higher. This is just correction bottle, correction pen. I'm going to put that with my school stuff. School stuff is that other one. And then I had not purchased these, but I decided I would go ahead and try them. I mean, they are American crafts, so they're not what I normally buy. But I thought, you know, I'm going to get one. I can try it out and kind of see what it's like. So that was the extent of the Rocky Mountain store. Now, next, I'm putting this one aside. Get another one. Okay, so this next store, this is the Carry. This was the Carry location. And there's not a huge amount here. Carrie had a few things. I did end up talking to their district manager who said that they were getting, they should be getting more shipments in within a week, but you know, that doesn't mean they're going to be on the floor. So I did buy this Studio C colored pencils because I want to try these on some of the stamps that I have. I have markers for them too, but I want to try. I think I might enjoy using the colored pencils better. And this one was $4.99. So I got myself a big thing of pencils. I did find these 2 packs of Bezel paper, and I can't find the name on this one. So I don't know what the name of this one is. It's not quite black. This is almost like a really deep gray. But, you know, it's really good quality plain paper, so that we can always find uses for this one. And then this one is practically an orange. It's called Bling Spoiled Brat, which is kind of funny. So yep, got this one. This was $2.99, but you get 25 sheets. And I love having a lot of something. This makes me think I think you could use these for pumpkins. I think that would be really cool, but also for summer paper. And I think that these 2 together gives me a really good Halloween vibe. So that was good. I'll put those by my paper right away. Sorry, I'm leaning over. Okay. I had not seen this out. I think this had actually been at that store for a while. I don't think it's part of the new stuff coming out. It's a folk art. I'm not going to pull it all out, but I want you all to be able to see. We can zoom in here a little bit so you can see some of the stencils. And they're big stencils. I mean, you get the Happy Holidays, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. This is a Joy, ho, 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 Let It Snow, Holly Jolly Christmas. You've got a little, kind of an odd looking, oh, now that's supposed to be maybe a lumberjack? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Christmas tree, Happy New Year, party, love, Be My Valentine, Let It Snow. You've got the snowflakes here. Actually, it's got pretty much all the holidays. Lucky, and then you've got the horseshoe, the basket, Happy Easter, Follow the Bunny, he has chocolate, Egg Hunt, 4th of July, Land of the Free, Happy Halloween, Trick or Treat, Eek, Boo. You've got the Halloween faces on there. Leaves, a turkey, Give Thanks, Best Day Ever. So I don't have a good plan for this one at the moment, but I thought this would be a great one to have around. So we'll see. We'll see. It is very big, but this might be something fun. So, okay, I found this paper. I saw somebody else haul this, and I was very jealous. So this was $2.99. I think they bought theirs either for 25 cents a sheet or for $1 a sheet. And there are, sorry about that, 10 pieces in here. So if they spent 25 cents a sheet, I think they got a great deal. If they spent $1 a sheet, I got a great deal. But these are individually packaged. So these were sold by Recollections individually, which I thought was very interesting. It's so beautiful. Totally foiled animals. This is so beautiful, guys. So I was very excited. I think I didn't find a whole lot of paper in my outings, but this was a great one. I gotta find a place for that one. And like I was saying earlier, I am not going to go to a full-on haul channel. I'm going to get back to my scrapbook and my crafting, but this stuff is just coming fast and furious, and I have to show you and then get it out of the way and then put it away so that I can work again. So, all right, this one, these are 4 of these heavy white wove, and I was wondering if these are like T-vac. So I bought one of these to see if they are going to be like the T-vac that we use sometimes. I don't know. And if not, then I just have some nice envelopes and I can find something. But it does say, let's see, plug. I thought there was going to be poly. We'll see. All right. These are indeed just paper. So I had seen these quite a bit, but I really wanted to find out for sure. They were only $1.49, And I have some other thoughts about what I can do with these. There are 4 of these in here. Yeah, I've got some interesting thoughts about what I can do with these. But they are not TVAC, so it was worth finding out, because I keep seeing them and I really wanted to know if they had been TVAC, which is that sort of a heavy duty, almost like it's almost plasticky. It's on a lot of envelopes, the ones that you get at the post office. But having plain white is great, and I have found TVAC large envelopes at Ollie's once. Found one pack once, but you use them to make your spines where you do the bend, to make those stronger. So, okay. So envelopes were a no-go. Okay, and then I found this paper pack, and I was very surprised. I went ahead and got it just to see what was inside it, but this one was $2. So I thought, let me take a look inside, see what's here. See what we're looking at, if there's anything useful in here, which I'm not really sure that there is. So the snowflakes are really nice. True to myself. Then you get the characters. Nature, spirit, true to yourself. I do like the renditions of these characters. Nature is magical, hidden truth. I don't really use a lot of the letters. These are kind of cute. This cut apart, I can deal with the cut apart. It's already perforated. Just coming right apart there. So you get these little, oh my goodness, pieces. These are nice. I like the borders. I'm not crazy about the actual character ones. So, but if you know someone who still loves Frozen, you know, those are great. And you get the character pieces. Well, I like Olaf. I mean, who doesn't like Olaf? This is very nice. And the paper quality is great. So then you get a full Olaf. These are it's interesting. I'm very, very much all about the characters. You get sort of a silhouette of Olaf in there. And then more character paper. So this is not something I would buy more than one of. Not unless I had a child who loved it. And then I found this. Now, what I like about this is that, again, I remember I was telling you guys that when I do my shows, I use the chalkboard. And now that I have that skinny chalk, I can actually write different information on here for people. And it's always good to give them as much information as possible. This is meant to be hung, but it's magnetic. So that should be good. But it does have these little easel legs. And I thought that was really helpful. So, okay, so let me see. We have one more store. And presto changeo, something new. Okay, so this final store, we went to, we were going to Greenville to, we went there to take a look at what was there and to do shoe shopping for little Brit because child needed new shoes. New shoes for the new school year, which starts for him on Tuesday. So super excited to get going on that. And so found some really good stuff. Not a huge amount of stuff. They had a lot of the other things that I had hauled last time. They had those and they just kind of added to it. So honestly, guys, go into the stores. If you look around, you're going to find that they still have a lot of what they had. Just because they got so much in. So I'm going to start with this bigger one. So I did pick up this this kind of big tape dispenser just because it's super useful. This is super useful when you're packaging things up. And because I want to start selling more online, I thought that would be super useful. And this was just fun. This is a cookie scoop. and very nice, from the sweet shop. Just super cool. And so I went ahead and picked that one up. This was on the dollar table. These were, if they're not marked, they were either $1 or less than $1. Some of these were less than $1. So this one is heavy fabric repair. So if you're doing something with upholstery or something that is heavy duty, it's really nice to hand. So they said canvas, carpet, leather, sacks, sailcloth, upholstery, upholstery and upholstery. That's interesting. So I just thought that would be a useful thing to have around. Let's do these. So this was weird because it's missing one. But it looks like it's still sealed. So I don't know how it's missing one, but regular point needles, with a universal. The universal were almost impossible. I think that was the first thing. This was the only one that I found. But they had so much else. So, you know, for this one was $1 or 99 cents. Yeah, it's worth it. They had this little craft knife replacements. So I do have a craft knife. It's nice. Craft knife. It's nice to have a bunch of replacements for it and ready to go. So, and especially for $1. I did find some of this heavier, thicker elastic. So again, that's just something I'm going to put in my sewing kit for availability. This was nice. The regular hold, no sew needed. So this is your iron-on fusing, but it's the thin one, so you could like fix a hem really quickly. So, and Singer scissors for 99 cents. Great, great buy. And guys, this stuff was spread. You really, for me to find what I found, I had to really look around. It's not all, some of it's all together. I'll tell you, you know, some of it's clustered. Some of it I walk through and think, oh, they've got nothing. And then I start really looking deeper and it pops up. This one was 99 cents. This is permanent double-sided. And I thought, I'm just going to try it. Why not? It's acid free, so it's safe for the, it's safe for our photos. It's safe for the albums. It's Elmer's, so we'll see if this is good. If you've used this, I would love to know. Love to know what you thought. I found more vinyl. I am getting quite a good amount of vinyl. And most of this vinyl I'm taking to school because that's where the Cricut machine is. We bought it for the school. Well, I didn't buy it. I mean, I raised the money to buy it. So this is an adhesive roll with the vinyl. I just think that's really cool. And I just love that glitter. Now, I also sometimes use these to cover notebooks. The vinyl one, it works great. Let me show you. I'm not going to take it out this time, but I found this. They have a ton, by the way. This was one of the new things that they had gotten in. These are really pretty. So this one has kind of a light, it's really reflective. It's not going to come out right away. This one's got like a light lines through it. There, that's better. And then you have the glitter. That's a very pinky. The rest of it's very taupey, but almost like a taupey pink. I like the polka dots. I think this says beautiful. You've got the chevron, just plain simple. This one again has, oh, too far down. So that's the beautiful, the polka dots, the chevron, and then this one has just like squiggly lines in that. So beautiful rose gold. So eight washi tapes for $1 is not bad. Let's pull it back again. So these were, again, this pack was $1. I'm assuming it's all USA stickers. But these were just like this, 3 to a pack. I think that some of the stores are doing that just because they have such a volume of things that they're just really trying to go through it. Yeah, they're all the same, but this was really nice. I mean, these are really quality. They're by Sticko. They've got some real dimension to them. You've got kind of the wreath, and I love all the stars and the firecrackers. So, very cute. Okay, here we have more stickers, and I think I'm going to open these up. I bought one of each. I don't really need a bunch of stickers, but I thought some of these they're a nice size if I want to use them in some of the, I can't get into them, but I'm just going to tear it. It's perfectly fine. Let me do that. Better Together. Oh, okay. So, I like these kindness, make people feel loved, kind vibes, spread kindness, high five, kindness matters, kindness is cool, share the love, re-rise by lifting others up. These are just really nice. So then there was this set, and they're clearly by the same, they're EK Success. I'll try. This time I'll try not to destroy it. We'll see how successful I am. So I think I just need to do that. And they're going to slide out. Let's see. Yep. I like the fierce girls support, girls rule. I mean, just some really cute little ones. This one's probably not something I would use much of, but I can give it to my students. And then this one's really cool. I like the roller skate and the girl power. Did I get two of something? I did. Did I? So, no, I didn't. I was trying really hard not, you're kind of looking through everything, but I really did not want to, I just didn't think that I would need a bunch of these. So I was trying to just make sure I got one of each, so I could take a look at them and see if there were some things. There are some things I definitely think I'll use from here, but I think these are more like a teenage-y type thing. So we've got the Stronger, Be Kind. This is nice. This is like the Monday through Sunday. Today, and no, this is more like a planner piece. Yeah, these are kind of planner pieces. That's nice. Yeah, there were a bunch of different ones. So if you have a chance, this was all from the Greenville store. I think I said that. We did end up finding some really great shoes for little Brit. So self-care isn't selfish. Take care. Breathe deep. It's okay. Relax. Again, very teenagey, but I like the planner pieces. Those are really cool. It's a lot of little planner. Oh my goodness, there's still more. We'll just keep going. So these were, again, on the dollar table. So $1 a piece for the sets of stickers. Self-Made Fabulous, Boss Babe, Hustle Hard, Killing It, Do the Best. So all of these, so I didn't realize at first, but these are all planner stickers, really. Y'all probably already knew that, and you're like, yeah, Sharon, we know that. Like these Boss Notes. All right, so cute. And then this last one, I bet it actually says on here that it's a planner, but again, I have to go fast in these stores. And the guys were waiting for me because they were ready to go and go eat and shop. And oh my goodness, we shopped. We found some great stuff. Little Brit has a whole new wardrobe. I am talented and have worth. I like that. I'm grateful for nature. I like me. Daily affirmations. I'm beautiful just as me. These are really nice. I can be strong. I am very brave. I have kindness to share. I love that. That's hugs are my thing. This is really, really cute right here. Okay, so a ton of the stickers. Now, more of those. This one also has, let me show you this. So this is more iron-on patches, but these have kind of a twist, and I got just one of these. These were 99 cents. This one, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know why that's on there like that. There's like a little hole in here so that people can feel what it feels like. But these have like little you can't see them. There's a star, a crown, a lightning bolt, and a heart that you could sew around or cut out. But again, I thought these would be fun. And you've got the tie-dye. Yeah, I'm probably not going to use that even for an album. But the tie-dye are cool. And then they had these pink ones, which I thought pink, and I think it's pink and black. So I'll definitely use these. Yeah, these will be great on a 5-inch album. Cute. And then this one. And these were all 99 cents. So honestly, some of these, this one also has these. It's the same crowns and stars and things. The forms. So these funky ones, this one, and I have to say, I like the plaid. That would be really nice on some elbows or something. So, and then I found stamps, and I was shocked. I was shocked that I found all of these great stamps. So I love the flowers. You got the butterfly, the arrow, stars, the sun. I'm not big on smiley faces, but there's a lot of other things in here. That one was cute. I liked these letters quite a bit. I just really kind of like that style of letter. These were $1. These were all $1. So this one, make sure you can see it. Happy day, hello, heart, best friends, love, welcome, family time, blessed, thank you, beautiful, congrats, congrats day, beautiful day, maybe it's beautiful day, celebrate, grateful, and choose happy. This was my favorite. I thought this one was fantastic. But again, $1. Okay, so then I found this notebook. They had just a couple of these, but this is the gridded paper, and so this is well worth it for me. I love to put grids in some of my notebooks and things that I do, but I also like to use grids when I'm planning out things. It can be just it's really helpful to have the gridded paper when you're working on new designs. So so that was nice, because the graph paper, it can be expensive, and $1.99 was actually a really good price, I thought. Okay, so Stranger Things. This does indeed still sell at the store for $5.68. This was from Walmart, so it's interesting that they had it at Ollie's. I bought these for $1.49. I bought a few of these. Mostly because I plan on doing some junk journals. Stranger Things, the last series, 4 or 5, was about 2 years ago. But they're coming out with the final episodes starting November. It'll be November. It'll be like Thanksgiving and Christmas Day and New Year's Eve for the final episodes. And so Stranger Things, I think, is about to be super hot again. So I thought, I'm going to get some of these. And it was funny because I went up to get them. Little Brit and Big Brit were in line waiting because the lines were huge today. They were just massive everywhere. They had gotten in line. I had gone back out to see if there was anything else we wanted. And I saw this. When I brought it back, Little Brit turned around and said, "You have to keep one of those for me." Okay. Not something my son's ever asked for. He's never asked for a little golden book, but for the Stranger Things, he said yes. And this was the big find of the day. Now I'm going to move some of this out of the way because, this all built up after going to several stores. I'm going to put this here. I found this Project Life. This is the baby girl edition. This was so exciting. And guys, this was $1. So I opened this one because I honestly couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I had to look. Let me pull this out. And I am not going to show you everything because we will be here all night. But it is super cool. So they have a lot of different, you know, birthdays and themes. And some of these are for, this one is a little bit more for mom and dad, you know, for the parents. Because they can kind of catalog and track there's an all about mom and all about dad. There's monthly cards. It's just really nice. But also there's plenty in here that you can use for your regular things. I mean, that's just a journal card. And you get something like 7 or 8 of each of these. So again, this is lovely. And that's just a nice journal card. So there's plenty in here that you could use for babies. There's the All About Dad. But you don't have to. But there's plenty of other things too. So I think that one centers on sort of the parent's journey. This is the first year, and that's exactly what it does. It basically has somewhere in there. It's got the year by year. The month by month is in here, I think. This month's stats. But again, you get these nice little journaling cards. And some of them have 2 things, and some of them just have like a saying on the backs, and some of them have, you know. So there's that side. Each section tells you something different. I love these tiny feet, but C is for cherished. Really cute. You know, our hopes and dreams. And then there's, you know, something like this that can be used for anything. So I gotta say, the options for this one are just amazing. And this is so heavy. I actually thought there might be a book in it because it was just, you know, the volume of cards that you get in here. I have to look it up and see what this cost normally, but you know, holy cow. You are so adored, little one. So proud to be your daddy. So if you wanted to use these as regular journaling cards and you didn't want some of that, I would just glue them together. I mean, they're not that thick that you couldn't easily just, you know, glue 2 together, and then you have some back in here there. And then you get the big ones. And they're interesting because some of them, so our sweet little girl, actually, that's how you use it. This is your story, and it actually tells you where you can put it if you're using one of the actual journals. So there's a bunch like that are, you know, use this here, put this one here. Yeah, that one. And you get our girl, and then this month's highlights, and you get a lot of extra information. So the nice thing, since you have multiples of these types of things, you can use some of them for little girls, or you can attach 2 back to back, and you have these great journaling cards, and they're beautiful. And because you get so many, so many, you know, you don't feel bad attaching 2 together. So there's a lot of strawberries in here too. I thought that was interesting. So normally I show you guys every last thing, but honestly, showing you every single one of these would take forever. Now, again, this was from the Raleigh store, and they had quite a few left. Really, a lot of each thing. Now, that was earlier. That was this morning. So, anyway, that's all of it. There's a pile next to me over here. But that's all of it for right now, and I won't be able to go back to an Ollie's probably until next weekend. So, next thing you'll see is I'm going to work on a school altered composition notebook similar to the last one that I made using that style, but one for students, or one that's cute for like a teacher gift. So, especially at the beginning of the year. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. If you are subscribed, thank you. If you're not subscribed, please consider joining us. And we have a lot of fun here, and I like to show you all a bunch of stuff. And anyway, that's it for tonight. I will see you guys next time. Cheers.